This is Casey Doty, Director of Technology at Keller Williams Arizona Realty. This video will show you how to use the design system in Command.
Be logged into Command, so we're going to go to the design section. So if you click the red KW on the top left, you will see it'll show you the actual words here. So go ahead and go to designs. Excuse me. So right here, if you haven't really used designs before, you won't see anything right here. These are all the templates and stuff that I have already used. So once you use a template and save something, then it shows up here so you can quickly use it again. Like for instance, I made an open house flyer. Well, so I don't have to redo the whole flyer every time I want to do an open house flyer. You can just click right here and do make a copy, and then that way you just have to change like the home information, price, and that type of stuff. You don't have to re-put your picture in there, re-put your name and all your contact info in there, change the logo. You just have to change the home information. So, all right, so yeah, okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're just going to log into the design section. So to do that, you hit the plus symbol right here in the bottom right corner, and it should bring this up right here. So a little bit about this part. So this is where you can create emails, social media, basically social media graphics, so you can post to social media or using social media ads, print marketing, which is listing presentations, buyer presentations, postcards, that type of stuff. Video, which is a section I'll show you later. That's the new smart video section, which is really cool. It's one of my new favorite things with Command. So I'll show you that later. Another new thing that's very cool is this import PDF option. You can actually take any PDF you have, import it into here, and it makes it an editable PDF. So that's super cool. So sometimes you get a really cool flyer through PDF or something else, and you're like, man, I wish I could use this myself. Well, you can import it into here and then edit it to your heart's content. So, all right, so right now we're going to be going into the print section. So we're going to click print and then do next. And I am recording this, so if you guys, anybody wants a copy of this, you can just let me know and I will send you a copy of it. Okay, so once you log in here, the first thing that opens up to is app information. So these are a bunch of different postcards you can use for the app. And you can see across the top right here, it's got different sections. So want to look at flyers, click right here. There's a couple flyers. I know some people have actually used these for their open house flyers. They just put a picture of the house and home information, but then they have their app information on there still. Then there's large postcards, standard postcards. And then the next section here is listings. So in the listings, you have listing presentation, which these are pretty cool listing presentations. I'll show you that later. Some for sale. And then again, right here, you see it opens up to door hangers, but then you just click across the top and you have flyers, again, postcards, trifolds, bifolds. So you have some different options. So then you have just listed. Again, you click across the top, flyers, again, all these different things. So you can click through here later and check out these different options here. Again, open house, they have some new flyers in open house, a few different designs. Okay, so then again, there's a buyer section. There's really good buyer presentations in here. You got your lead generation sections with some stuff in here. This is a new section, business basics. Oh, they actually have business cards in here now. That's interesting. I didn't know they even have those yet. A letterhead, and yeah. So there you go. So there's some different things you can use here. So the thing I'm going to go in and show you right now is we are just going to log into one, and I'm going to show you, we're going to set up your, basically your design section for use later. So let's go into, what are we going to use right now? Let's do the app flyer. So let's go into the app, and we're going to go into the flyer, and we're going to click on the app flyer. So you're just going to click on it and do use. Okay, so now that we're in here, the first thing we're going to do is we are going to update our library so you have the correct logos in here so you can use them whenever you need them. And also make sure your headshot is correct in here. So we're going to do add to library on the bottom here. And that's going to open up your kind of default things you have access to. So you have images, so you can put multiple versions of your headshot in here, other pictures you might use all the time. Now you can upload in the upload section right here in the add. You can actually add in an unlimited amount of photos, but the things we're doing in the other part is kind of like a quick access thing for your photos. So I'm going to go back to my library here and do add to library. So we're actually going to click on logos, and then we're going to add in some logos. So I recommend adding in each of a black version of the equal housing, black version of realtor, white version of equal housing, white version of realtor, and at least a couple different kwAZ logos. Now, I recommend adding in one that is like an all-white one in case you have a black background, and then also the red and white one or red and gray one. And I would do the stacked version and a long version of the logo. So we are going to... So I just shared that Google Drive file with everybody. So if you go to... Oh, I need to log into my other account. So if you go to the Google Drive file, those of you that I just sent it to, you can go to the email, even the ones that had it before, you can go to the email and just click on the email. And then we're going to go to kwAZ Marketing and Logos. Go to kwAZ Logos, and I would just go ahead and download a couple of these. So I would download the white, both the white realtor and equal housing. So if you're in here, you just right click and do download, or if you're on a Mac or if you're on your laptop, 2 fingers click and download. So download each of the white ones, each of the black realtor logos, this white stacked kwAZ logo, this logo over here with the gray lettering, and then one other logo of your choice. So, but for sure do the white, all white logo and this long logo right here, and then you can do like this red and white one if you want, but you want one long one and one all white one at least. So, and if anybody has any questions or need help with this, just unmute yourself and ask anything you need. You guys are welcome. There's only 6 of us in here, so you can interrupt anytime and ask any questions you need. So are you guys actually uploading these right now? Because if you are, I'm going to wait. If not, I'm going to keep going. So if anybody's doing this, I do recommend actually doing this right now. So
we have ours uploaded, so we're good.
Anybody else? Are you guys actually uploading these right now?
I've got mine down too, Casey. Thank you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because I know you were in there before doing this. So
right.
Yeah, and I've got mine downloaded too. Thanks.
Okay, cool, sweet. So we'll go on to the next. We'll go on to the next step here. Cool. All right. So let's go back to command design. So a couple other things you can do here. This is a little more advanced. You can do this later. Like if you have specific fonts that you use for your business that aren't in here, you could actually upload those fonts into here, which is kind of cool because I know like I use a specific font for my like my YouTube channel. Like so if I was advertising it through here, I would definitely add that in. You can actually add in colors. So if you have the color code, you can add in your colors. So that way you can easily color stuff to your liking there. So, all right. So, I'm going to show you real quick how to edit one of these flyers. So it's real easy to edit this stuff. It's kind of based on Canva. So like, for instance, to change out a logo down here. Oh, this actually, oh yeah. So I don't know why that was there. So I'm going to, oh, that's a white, what is that? Sorry guys, I don't know what that was doing on top.
So if you look at the bottom right-hand corner,
yeah, I see it now.
was
But it's weird because this looks clear. It doesn't look
like white.
Yeah. That's weird. It didn't look white when I moved it.
Control Z. Just undo, undo, undo.
I did. So I'm going to arrange. I'm going to send backwards for right now so I can get that out of the way so I can change out this logo here. Okay, so this one is a little frustrating the way they have this layered here. So I'm just going to move that out of the way. And then later when we want to drag it, you know what? I am just going to delete that. We do not need that. Okay, so this has a bunch of elements here, so it's a little weird that it's not letting me click on certain things here, which is driving me a little crazy here. So to switch out the logo, for instance, click on the logo, and then you just come over here to logos, and it should have all the logos you uploaded. So this is an important thing when you are editing some of this stuff here. So if you're replacing something that's already there, click on the little replace logo, and that will actually replace it. Now the logo, this one, the outside's a little bigger, so you just got to drag it up a little bit, and then I'm actually going to make it a little bigger. And so then like this, I'm going to make this a little smaller so you can still see this app information right here. And then changing out text, whenever you want to change out text. So for instance, we're going to put your team name in right here, or your name if you're an agent and not a team. So one of the coolest things about this is you don't just have to click right here. You click on the text thing, and then you click this little typewriter button up here, and it actually brings up this thing and allows you to switch out any text here, which I kind of like that. So I'm just going to type in my name. And that sometimes is a little easier to just bring up the text that way, and a little easier to work on it than trying to like double click in here and find out where you're typing. And so I like that feature. Again, you're going to want to switch out your name here. Again, I'm going to click the typewriter button. I'm going to paste my name in here. If I could type my name, that would help. And like this one, they are using basically this as an open house flyer. So again, we're going to switch out our picture. So again, I'm going to do replace. Oh, I did not click replace. So that's what it does when you don't do it the right way. So I'm going to do replace, and that picture is kind of small. So I'm actually going to make that a little bigger there. And I'm going to drag this over so my picture's not right on top of that. Okay, so here's another trick when you're using this. So for instance, say I wanted to make my name bigger. I would just click on the corners of this box and drag it down. Now, say for instance, this stuff right here, you don't want to change the size of the text, but you want to change the box size. Well, that's when you grab the little sides here and just drag the box. Again, if you drag the corners, so like say it was right here and I was trying to make the box bigger and I want to do it by the corner, that actually makes the text bigger while you're making the box bigger. So we just want to make the box bigger, and then now if I want, I can make the text a little bigger. So, and again, my name's a little too big there. So, okay, another thing here that you want to remember if you're changing out the picture of a house. So this is really cool. So all home information is available on here. So you click on KWLS on the left-hand side. And again, I am recording this class, so you guys will have access to this afterwards. And I also have on my video on my new YouTube channel of creating an open house flyer. So I have a video that takes you through creating a whole open house flyer and doing all this stuff just in its own self-contained video too. So you can just search for your listing. Now, I haven't found that the agent search is working right now. So you just search by listing address or MLS number. I'm just going to type Scottsdale because obviously I don't have any listings of my own. So I'm just going to type Scottsdale, and I'm just going to pick one right here at random. So now you can switch out that picture. Again, we're going to use the replace option, and it just replaces that picture. So it's kind of cool. So now, again, for listing details, you're going to do the same thing. Click listing details, and it's got all the listing details already right here for you. So now, one of the things I've noticed when you're switching out listing details, the replace does not always come up the first time you do it. So just click off of that text and click back on it. You only have to do that the first time you're in this text thing. Each time, I don't know why. And we're going to click on replacing the current price. And again, I'm going to make this a little bigger, make the box bigger. I'm going to get rid of the USD because we obviously don't need that. Sorry, my Zoom thing's in the way there. And again, so you can do bed, bath, and square feet, but those are in their own thing. So I'm actually just going to click on this and I'm just going to type this stuff, but it's kind of cool because it does have the information here for you. 3 baths, square footage, 296, year built. It does have the year built also, 1969. All right, so we're going to save that. And then again, I'm going to make that a little bigger, drag that out. And so, so here, let's see. I haven't actually changed this before, but let's see where we fix the spacing in between. I have not tried this before, so I'm trying to figure out where you change the text. There we go. So here's how you change the text spacing. So space in between lines is right there. So, and this is a good trick when you're doing any type of graphics creation. Lots of times you need to make stuff fit or fill up a little more space, so you can always drag that to space stuff out. If you're doing like headlines or something, word spacing, and then also letter spacing if you want to move a little more room in between letters. So that's where you do that.
Hey, Casey, where did you get those little boxes? I missed that.
For this line spacing?
Yeah, tell me where you came up with those.
So you click on the text you're editing, and then it's right here.
Okay.
See where my cursor is in spacing? And then you have the text alignments right here too if you want to right justify, left justify. But that spacing thing is a function I use literally every time I create some piece of graphics or flyers, anything. I always mess with the spacing. So, and then it's got another option here, which is the opacity. So you can actually make stuff see-through if you want. So say you had a picture in the background or you were overlaying a box over a picture, you could change the opacity, change the color. So, and then this right here, if you want to arrange the order of stuff, you saw me kind of mess with this earlier. So you can see right now, like this red line is actually over this picture. So I can actually go right here to arrange and I can just do send to top. And then that pulls this graphic over the other graphics here. Now, obviously, I don't want it that over everything right there, but that will pull it over this little line right here at least. So, and then it looks like you can align. There's a bunch of different alignment options. Yeah, so there's a bunch of different stuff. So you can align text inside the box, relative to the page, relative to the object. So that gets a little deeper. Just know you can move stuff behind and in front of different things. So, oh, and then the one main thing we didn't change is the address of the house. So we're gonna go hit replace again. And we don't need the, again, see how I'm clicking right here? And it's like, that's why I use the typewriter. And I have to remind myself to use this because the other program I use doesn't have that. So, and then the last one on the listings on the very bottom, that's the description. So down there at the bottom, the very bottom thing is always the description down there. So you always have access to that also. So like right here, this is where I would put in that description, but it obviously doesn't give you a big space. So I would delete quite a bit of that and put that there. And you could leave these property features or just do the description as your thing. And then you also want to put your app link in here, which most of you should know what that is. You can get that right out of your app. You can just do share app and look at what your app thing is. And all you need to do is put in the code right there, your code, so you can pull that up on your app, or you can actually pull that up in Command, and I'll show you in a second where to do that. And I think you might be able to save that in here. No, you can't. I thought you could save app info in here. Nope, unfortunately you can't. So you have to type that in. So you always want to change the name of anything you create. So we're gonna say Troy, or this is Scottsdale, app flyer. I always recommend changing the name because you don't save over something you already have. And then before I get out, I always do save. And then you have a couple options here for downloading. So when you're downloading, if you are going to be posting it online, I always recommend doing a JPEG. If you're going to be printing, you always use a PDF. And I would do high resolution print quality if you're going to be printing. So that's just something you always want to remember. And JPEG, it just makes it easier to post if you do a JPEG. PNGs are have much more memory in them. If you're going to be using the picture you're saving and you want to make it really huge, that's when you use a PNG, because you don't lose quality depending on if you change the size with a PNG. That's when that's used for. Or if you're trying to make something that has a transparent background, use a PNG. So I'm just going to click download. I'm going to download it as PDF, and I'm not actually printing, so I'm just going to do standard so it's quicker. And then download. And then it just downloads it to your computer, and you have that available to use wherever you'd like. So, all right, so there you go. So here's the flyer. So, and you can see, since I did standard quality, the home picture is not as good. So that's, if you're printing, again, I would do high resolution download. All right, so, and then if we want to go back, just hit done. And then you can see now my app flyer is right there. And again, if I was going to do it for another property, I would just do make a copy. And then that gives me a copy. Open it back up to use it. Come on. And then you can see I have all my personal stuff saved, the logo saved, all that, and then you just switch out the information for the home. All right, so now I'm going to show you the listing and buyer presentations real quick. So we're going to go back to print, and you wouldn't have had to get all the way out of here to create another thing. I just wanted to show you guys this, how to make a copy of that. So, okay, listing and buyer presentations. So I'm going to go into one of these listing presentations, and we don't actually have time in the class to set up the whole thing, but I'm going to show you where you can do it, where you can go in and do it. So we're going to click use on this. And I'm just going to show you what one of these looks like. So they have a really cool new look. I like the new look KW is using. It's very clean looking, very simple looking. I really like it. So it actually is kind of cool here. It actually gives you some instructions on what to do here. Yeah, so it gives you some little instructions on what to do. And really, you're going to go through, and the only time it takes really a lot of work is the first time you do this, because after that, you'll have it saved, and then all you'll need to change out each time is the client's name and the picture of their home. And you can just, if you've never listed it before, you can just grab a picture off MLS to use for that of somebody else's listing. So yeah, so you have their name. You can move all this stuff around if you want to. Didn't want to move back, so I'd probably justify this. Yeah, so you can move all that around, and again, you're going to change out your information on here. You're going to change out all this stuff the first time you use this, and you can just flip through. You want to flip through all these different pages, and this is just right here this is just giving you various options for their property page. So it just gives you 3 different options. So you obviously wouldn't have all 3 of these pictures in your listing presentation. You would delete 2 of these, but you have different options for what you want their property page to look like. So here's a cool little feature in here. So it's got a page all about their neighborhood. So this is kind of a cool feature which not a lot of people are going to have. So you can go to their find neighborhood information and put all that in here. So I'm going to show you real quick how to do that. So say we wanted to do McCormick Ranch as the neighborhood that their listing was in. So we're going to click right here. We're going to click on snapshots, and I'm going to type in McCormick Ranch. And you can see a bunch of McCormicks pop up. Well, we got it right here. First one, McCormick Ranch, Scottsdale. And it should populate. Give it a second. All right. So now we're going to replace this. Again, we're going to use replace. Replace that with McCormick Ranch. Now, one of the things that I recommend doing is making sure these active and pending numbers are correct. It'd be nice if they were always correct, but you can easily check those on Armless, and you can switch out these numbers just by like writing over them if you'd like. So you can just add in where is this? Sorry, give me a second here, guys. Where do you do this? Is the white? Should be a little white box. You can. Oh, you know what? I know what to do. Okay, so I would just add in a text box. So drag a text box over. So now, again, this is getting a little more in depth here. And then I would fill this with white. I don't know if that changed the, oh, come on. Why did that not change the box color? There we go. That's what I was looking for, shapes. So if you want to change one of these out, basically what I would do is just cover up the number that's there with a shape. Just cover that up and just add in a little text box that has the correct number in there. And I'm not saying the numbers are always going to be wrong, and the numbers are never going to be exact. Zillow doesn't have exactly correct numbers, but if you want to change those out, you can just cover them up with a little white square. So again, to do that, it's right here at the top, shapes. You can cover it up with a little shape and then add in another number in there. And then as far as this information, so you can get some of this information. You would just have to look up information about the neighborhoods because this only gives you numbers, obviously, right here. So you could look up that on the Barton Hills website or other places like that, or get it out of your listing, write it yourself, whatever. That's kind of up to you on how to do that. And you can go on your app or on your website, actually, and find out more information about those neighborhoods as well. So, all right, let's go to the next page here. So you can put comparables in here if you would like. So you can look up comparable homes, put those in here. And again, you can look those up on ARM, do the way you would normally do comparables, and then you can still pull the information right out of here. Just look them up on KWS because it's not just our listings that are in here, it's everybody's listings. So you can pull all that information out of there. And then I'm just going to flip through some more of these pages. So yeah, so basically what you want to do is you want to look through all these pages, edit what you want, take out what you don't want in here. So just look through all these carefully and make sure it's something that you would want in your listing presentation if you're going to use this. And people that are on in the coaching program, they will Jackie will help you with this type of stuff. So yeah, so you can see there's a lot of pages on here. So just make sure you look through all these, make sure the info is correct. If you put it in, though, someone will ask you about it sometime. So if you don't know the answer about it, or the page is not something you want to talk about, make sure you take it out. So again, you can then save it as like listing presentation and then download it, of course. And this I would download as a PDF. So I'm going to get out of this. So again, buyer's presentation, you can do the same thing. Look through the buyer's presentation. If you need help with any of that, just come see me. So, okay, so now I'm going to show you the social media section here, because there is a ton of social media posts available in here. So again, we got the social section. So here's a ton of Instagram stuff for the app. Those can technically be used. Those could be used on Facebook as well. Again, listing, tons of these. And on here, you can see they actually have a bunch of different sizes too. They have Facebook, Instagram, Instagram Stories, LinkedIn, Twitter. So they have put tons of templates on here for you guys to use. So there is just a ton of templates on here for you to use. So just look through here and you should see a bunch of stuff on here. Like if you don't know what to post, if you're doing an ad, you can definitely come in here and pull one of these for an ad. So yeah, so there's tons of things in there for you to use. So, and just remember when you click on them that you have to click across the top here to get the correct size, because lots of people forget that. All right. So let's get out of this one.
Case, I have a quick question for you. If we save these presentations and they're large, is there a way that we can go to them from our phone and email them since they're such a big size, or do we always have to send these from our computer?
Yeah, you technically could. Basically, I would have them in Google Drive or Dropbox on your phone. And then you can share them right from Google Drive or Dropbox. That would be a way to do that. So you can do it from your phone as well.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, yep, that's what I would do. All right. Oh, and then just a little, this isn't necessarily command related, but this is related to listing and buyer presentations. This is another way you could share them, and I really love this idea. I know a few agents that use this. So it's a website called issuu.com, ISSUU. So this allows you to take any PDF document and turn it into an online digital magazine, and this is really cool. So let me show you how this works here, and I'll show you a couple things I helped another agent make. So here is like our passport we did, that Jackie and I did for handing out to new agents. So basically, you can send this to a client. If this could be your listing presentation, and they can view it on their phone, and it literally turns your listing presentation into an online digital magazine, which is pretty cool looking. It's like if they're on their phone, they would just drag with their finger, their iPad or whatever, and look at their presentation, and it's pretty cool. I mean, I would be impressed if somebody sent one of those to me. So. And then another thing I helped an agent do this for one of his higher price listings. He wanted to give out something a little better than just a flyer. So we actually created this for his listing, and it wasn't that hard to do. Created this, and so it was just a little 3-page thing for him to send out digitally to them, but it was a little more for them to take away than just a single page flyer. So, and again, that's issuu.com, ISSUU. I have the free version right here, but you can pay for the $20 a month version, but it's pretty cool, and I think it looks pretty classy when you send stuff through that. So,
Hey, Casey.
Yeah.
We use that, and we have reasons, information for buyers, information for sellers, and we had a little booklet put together, and then we have those up on our website.
Oh,
So
sweet. That's a great idea.
Yeah. So with the paid version, I think it's the paid version, you have to do that where you can embed it.
Yes.
So now,
Yep.
yeah. But just so you know, I mean, that was a great thing to put out there on the website.
That is a great use of it, because, lots of times that just is such a better way to view something than just sending somebody a PDF. Because so say you send a client a PDF. Well, you guys know what it looks like when I was just looking at this one right here. So when you get a PDF, like this is how it comes like this. So they have to either, view it in booklet style or minimize it. And then, they can do read mode, but then again, it just scrolls down from page to page. So that issue thing, I think even if you do the free version, is a great idea and a great replacement for that. So Cindy, that kind of answers your question. You could put it in there and just send that to them. And then they have a cool digital version of it. And so on the free version, you can't embed, and it does show ads next to the PDF, but it's never real estate ads. It'll be like an ad for fries or something. So it's never going to be like competing realtors ads that show there. So if you have more questions about that, you guys can ask me about it. Thanks, Nikki. Thanks for sharing that. Okay, so another thing in designs here. So I told you about, so email, this is in its infancy right now. So I'm going to show you the very early thing and what you can do in emails on designs. There's literally only one template in here right now, but I still want to show this to you guys. So this is creating from scratch. This is not what I wanted to show you. This is a little actually difficult to do. So right now, there's a couple, one template you can do. You actually get to it through campaigns. So create new campaign, email. And so this is eventually, they're going to make a bunch of these email campaigns for you. And right now they have just 2 newsletters is all they have. And basically the way it'll work is it's got this set up, and then you just come on the right-hand side and you just fill out all these different sections. So like, and you can see it start changing on the left-hand side. And so it's a quick and easy way for you to create a newsletter, do different things. Now, right now, it's not, like I said, they haven't worked on it a lot. It's brand new, but eventually they're going to have tons of different options for you to use here for making really cool, quick, one-off email templates. So, and eventually you'll be able to create those actually in the design section and not have to come to the email and like do the campaign what I just did. But I just wanted to give you a little preview of what will be coming out eventually. So, okay, so design section. So import PDFs. Let me show you that real quick. So this is a really cool new function. So you can take PDF files and take them and drag and drop them into here. So this is one. Come on. Come on. Of course, I want to show it to you. So I've uploaded like a presentation here. It has all of the things you created in designs in here too, but you can literally take, I don't have one that I didn't create in here, but so you can take a PDF, drag it into here, and it'll make it editable. I don't want to sit here and wait for this to load because my computer's running a little slow right now, but you can edit PDFs on here, which is pretty sweet. So. Oh, and you don't even have to leave it. So it's in the design section. I didn't know they had added this yet. So you can just click over to My Designs and upload right here and literally edit any PDF that you want. So.
Okay. Casey, does that work with PowerPoint? If you have a PowerPoint presentation at all, or just strictly PDFs?
Well, no, because a PowerPoint you can just open in PowerPoint.
Okay.
But say somebody sends you a PowerPoint that's like been saved as a PDF and you don't have the PowerPoint file, yes, you can upload it into here because we did it with Gary Keller's presentation from Family Reunion.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah. And I have used it, so it does work. Okay, so let me go back here. Okay, so now this is the I'm going to show you guys one more thing today, and then can answer any questions you have. But this is one of my favorite new things that you can do in here. So this is the new Smart Video. So there's only one right now, but there's going to be a whole library eventually. So you click on the plus symbol again, click on Video, and right now this is based on neighborhoods. So I'm going to click DC Ranch. Just type in DC Ranch right there, and we're going to find DC Ranch Silverleaf. And watch how easy this is to create this video. So average, again, it's got all this stuff in here, and you can edit any of this stuff. So you can edit any of these numbers. So if you really want to check any of them and edit them, you can. You can change these things here too. You can change these. So I'm going to change like luxury culture. I'm going to change that to dog lovers because that's one I like doing. So you have dog lovers, and then change vehicle enthusiasts. We're going to change that to book loving. So you have 3 features you can do there, and that changes what happens in the video. So then you want to make sure your information is correct, of course. Market center information is correct. Yeah. Okay. So now all you have to do is hit next. And watch how quickly this creates this video, and this is super cool. So now, I'll show you guys what this looks like. This is where it changes those little pictures based on what you chose. And then it's your app. So it's basically a little app advertisement as well as a neighborhood advertisement. So there you go. So that is pretty cool. Again, it's in its infancy, and you can see the logo's a little messed up right there. I just got to upload the different logo. I haven't changed that yet because I'm not actually using mine to advertise. But yeah, so super. You saw how easy that was to create, and let me show you a super easy way where you can use those. That would be in a Facebook ad. So you can come over here to campaigns, and this is where you do. So my class next Tuesday is going to be all about doing Facebook ads and Facebook posts. So I'm going to show you how easy this would be to use in a Facebook ad. So once you are in the Facebook ad, we're going to scroll down to add media and do video, and you can do one. You can create a new one right here, so you don't have to already have it created when you're in here, or you could choose from designs, and you can go to your design library, pick my video, and now that's my ad for Facebook. So, and of course you want to change the headline and do all that other stuff, which we will go over on my next Tuesday class, but that's people are definitely having success with these for ads. And then since it advertises your app at the end when you're doing the lead, the destination URL for where it takes them once they click the learn more button, that can be your app URL. So it kind of ties together where they can go then download your app. And one of the cool things about these ads is because of our relationship with Facebook, so as long as you use the Facebook lead generation form, if they click on the learn more or sign up or contact us, it takes them wherever you want them to go, like your app website, your website, wherever. But it automatically, as soon as they click that button, it automatically captures their information and sends their information, whether they fill out the contact card when they get to your app or get to your website or whatever, you automatically get their info because of our relationship with Facebook. So that's pretty cool. And again, I'll get much more in detail. We'll actually set up a couple ads in the class next Tuesday. So I'll give you a couple apps you can set up. And like Martha Andrews she's one of the agents using it. She's having great success with these. She got like 40 leads off one ad she did the other day and literally spent $30, which is, don't count on that every time, obviously, but you can really have a lot of success with these ads. I mean, even if you get 5 leads off spending $30 or spending $10 or whatever, it is, well, in my opinion, well worth the money compared to where you would spend it on other leads other places. So that's where you can use those videos. All right, any questions before we wrap it up?
Good job, Casey.
Thanks, man.
Thank you. Very nice. Very helpful.
Thanks. Yeah, and again, this was just design. So that's basically everything you can do in designs. And keep an eye out. They're always adding more. They're always adding more templates and stuff in there. And yeah, so that's it, guys. So if you don't have any more questions, I'll see you next Tuesday, hopefully. And any classes coming up for the next month, probably until this coronavirus thing is over, all you have to do is go to that KWAZ classroom link. Just click on that same link you used to get in here today, and you can get into any of our classes. That's going to work for the next however long, and we'll probably keep using that even after, but at least for the next month, you'll be able to access it that way. So, all right, guys, see you later.
Thank you.
Oh, wait, before you guys all go, check out my new YouTube channel. And I just uploaded some videos. I don't know if you've seen them on Facebook yet. So this is my new YouTube channel here. And so it's Tech Matters with Casey Doty. You can just search for Tech Matters Casey Doty. And I would, if you haven't watched this Customize Your App message yet, I would highly recommend watching that. It shows you how to do a custom message when you're sharing your app. Because right now, if you share through text messaging, the message it writes for you makes it sound like you're another client sending them the app instead of their realtor sending them the app. And so check out one of those videos based on what phone you have. And also, if you haven't branded your app, you can watch this. And then I got an open house flyer, a single property website. So check that out, and I would love it if you guys would subscribe to my channel, and I'll be putting out a minimum of 1 video every week here, and it's usually going to be about command, but it might be about other stuff too. So
it's really good, Casey. You just got to remember, we can't type as fast as you talk.
Yeah, so it's Tech Matters with Casey Doty. So yeah, and with the videos here, you can rewatch it as many times as you want. Yes, because